Google Gemini and ChatGPT both just launched a bunch of brand new upgrades that you probably missed because these weren't major news and they might have been things that actually slipped by your timeline in the last week. But don't panic because in this video, I'm going to walk you through all the latest changes. So let's dive into it. So that first brand new upgrade that we need to talk about is going to be ChatGPT, because as we can see right here, ChatGPT can now reference your synced Gmail account for more personalized information. Essentially what this is going to do is allow ChatGPT to go through your email, not in a weird way, but in order to actually train the model on how to reply to you. Now this doesn't be used on ChatGPT overall, so you don't have to worry about your secrets or anything like that being leaked or any derivative of that. This is just going to work on your account right here. And the way that you're going to set this up is you want to come over to ChatGPT. You want to make sure that you're clicking over here, the bottom left hand corner. Then you want to click on settings right here. You want to come into apps and you want to make sure that you have your Gmail connected here. You're going to click on add more. We can come over here and we can type in Gmail, or if we come over into productivity, you're going to find it right here. You're simply just going to click on this. You're going to set this up, and then this is actually going to be used to give you better responses on ChatGPT. Now, one other thing that I did want to make sure that you were adjusting right here is we could see that under apps, we have this right here. So choose when ChatGPT asks for permission when using apps. We click into this, you can actually set this. So you can have it always ask, you could have it ask before making changes, or you could have it ask only before important changes. Personally, I like to keep it on ask only before important changes because I do trust the way that ChatGPT has it set up, and I'm not giving ChatGPT access to anything that I would regret later on. And that's the way that if I were you would treat AI also. But that was just change number one. Change number two is now ChatGPT can actually create interactive graphs inside of the chat, very similar to Claude on both the web and mobile. For example, we could come over here and say something like, make me an interactive chart that helps me predict how much money I'll have when I retire. And then what this is going to do is this is actually going to build this out. We could see this right here. I'll build this as a small interactive retirement calendar with sliders for age, starting balance, contribution, return, inflation, and retirement age. This is now going through and building this. And what's pretty cool is I have this on Instant, which is the fastest, the cheapest, and the lightest weight ChatGPT model that they have available inside of the interface right here. And this is going to handle this no problem. You don't need to be using an incredibly powerful model. And if you're one of those people that you come over to the model selector and you're always using Pro or Extra High or something like that, I would make sure that you stop doing that because it isn't going to be as good as what everything else could do. Like this, we have this in line now where I could change my current age, I could change my retirement age. So let's actually get this set up here. Let's say that I am 30 years old. Plan to retire probably in my mid 40s. So let's say 48. Let's just stick with $1 million in investable assets. Weekly contribution, I'm going to bump this up to $2,000 or leave it right here. Annual return, I invest mainly in tech. So we're going to put this at 12%. Inflation, government might say it's 3%. I'm going to put this at 5%. And we could see how much we're going to have, what the total contributions are going to be. And it built out this entire interactive chart right here for us inside of the chat that we can now come to and use whenever we want. And if you have this build something that's incredibly useful for you, don't forget to come over here and pin this right here, or to share it with your team, start a group chat and put it in the group chat, because this is what makes ChatGPT really useful. On top of that, the other thing that you're going to be able to do with ChatGPT, if we come over here into new chat, we can now say something like draft an email requesting a refund for the hotel I am staying at. And then what this is going to do is this is actually going to go through and draft the email. But what you are now going to see right here is that this shows in a totally different chat window. We could copy this, we could edit this, we could give this feedback, or if we wanted to, we can now click on open email and we can actually send these emails from inside of ChatGPT so long as we have our email set up and associated. And what I personally really like to do is actually come over here. If we click on more, we're going to see that we can actually go through and create a pulse, and we could chat with ChatGPT and actually get it to adjust that pulse. I like this to actually create AI newsletters for me. And the way that I do that is I get it to create the pulse, and then I get it to have this in line like this. And guess what? Now I just come in, I review it, boom, I click on this if I like what I see. In addition to that, you could also set up scheduled tasks that can do stuff like this, like looking at your email, drafting replies to email. This is an incredibly underrated and useful feature. Now, before we get into the rest of the changes, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this almost every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Now, the next change I wanted to highlight is now if we're inside of AI Studio right here, you are going to be able to see that they actually released a new model. And if we actually come over here on the left-hand side and click on this, we will be able to see exactly what that is. So if we click over here, we're going to be able to see that we now have Gemini 3.5 live translate preview right here. And this is also live inside of the API. We could come over here, we could give the system instructions. We could see that this is a real-time speech-to-speech translation model delivering low latency translation for 70 plus languages. We could come over here and we could chat with this if we wanted to, or we could share our tab right here with this tool, which is incredibly powerful. But what really makes this the most powerful is actually building apps or building a tool that is using this and is powered by this, because this is going to allow you to interact with multiple different languages, multiple different countries. You could test it all from inside of here. You could actually get the code right here to be able to interact with this. Or if you're building something inside of AI Studio, you could simply just tell it to use this model and boom, it'll get it set up. And now you're going to have that built straight into your app. So now if you come over to AI Studio right here, you click on build, you're going to have a completely different experience, as we could see right here. Because now if we come over here, you're going to be able to connect all of your favorite apps, be it Forms, Sheets, Documents, Drive, Gmail, Meet, Calendar, Keep, Tasks, Slides, basically every single Google tool to anything that you build. In addition to that, you're also going to now be able to build Android apps that you could immediately install on your phone if you have an Android phone. So here's how this actually works. If we come over here and we X this out, we could see that now we could actually build things that can access our Drive files and folders, that can access our Sheets, that can access your Gmail. So basically you can manage your emails with code, your calendar, your Google Docs, your Google Slides, all of this stuff. Basically, all you have to do is come over here and just describe exactly what you want to do. For example, we could come over here and we could say, I want to build an AI script writer tool that is attached to my Google Docs that automatically builds scripts in my format when I upload a brief, title, and topic. Now, what this is actually going to do is this is going to build us out a tool that's actually able to do this. So basically, here's exactly what this is going to do. This is now going to go through and this is actually going to code this out. Sometimes it asks us a few questions, but otherwise this is going to build out a custom app. And essentially what this unlocks right here is the easiest way for you to be able to automate things that you're currently doing inside of Gemini or Gemini products by building out your own custom apps that actually connect to all the different tools that you use. For example, I'm doing this just to actually build out scripts with Google Docs, but what else I could do is actually build out maybe a sponsor management or something like that, where I'll actually be able to manage all of the different sponsors that I have and all of the different things that they're doing. And as we can see, this is going to go through and code everything. If we wanted to, we could actually set this up and see what the design is actually going to look like. So we could select this design or we could skip this. And then this also goes through a bunch of other tips while we wait. And what this will do is not only build out the thing that you want created, it's also going to offer suggestions. For example, including a call to action generator. Maybe we have a thumbnail generator that's actually powered by Nano Banana. And this is how you're going to begin to automate anything you could think of. Because again, you could hook this up to your Drive, you could hook this up to Sheets, you could hook this up to Gmail, you could hook this up to your calendar. You could automate anything that you could think of using all of these different tools. And to give you even more ideas of what you could do, you could actually come over to Gemini right here and say something like, give me examples of things I can automate if I can build automations and apps that connect to these tools. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come over here, I'm going to upload files, and I'm going to come over into recent, and I'm going to grab this right here, which is basically a screenshot that I took of all the different tools that AI Studio now connects to. So now this literally goes through. You could build out an automated lead and generations pipeline, tells you exactly what to connect, dynamic presentations and documents, tells you what to connect, intelligent meeting lifestyle management, tells you what to connect, automated HR, onboarding, or event registration. So there's so many different things that you could build now that you're actually able to access this. And if we come over here, we could see this is almost done coding this out, and it's literally only taken a few minutes. So now we could see exactly what this looks like right here. We could see that we have our target title, primary topic, creative brief right here. And then we go through what our structural archetype is going to be, our target, our tone, our pace. We could upload our usual format and style rules. In fact, we could actually save this to this simply by just coming over here, clicking on add files, and then uploading a few of my scripts. Now we could click on generate production script. This will go through and do this. This will then save this. We could open up a new video right here. And this is going to make my life a million times easier because I just built out a custom tool that now my team can use instead of me having to give them access to my Gemini, my Claude, or any other tool, which is where I would typically do this. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn Claude's brand new model that they just dropped, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through exactly what it is, how to get the most out of it, and some pretty crazy use cases you could use it for. I'll see you over there.